Hello, everyone. It's Katrine with Blend Precisely and aromatherapist in business. Can I quickly, I'm going to wait a few minutes or seconds. I'm going to check quickly if you can hear me because I'm using a new headset here. And I'm not sure if it comes across, but here it is. Hang on just a second. If you can hear me because I'm using... Yeah, okay. It works. That's good. All right, so today is June 9th, and I'm going live with StreamYard. If you haven't allowed access to StreamYard yet, then I will not be able to see your name when you're watching from a group, actually. So I am going live to Aromatherapist in Business group, but I'm also going live to the Blend Precisely group at the same time. But that's all good. I can see it maybe on my phone. Just a second. Let me go over here. Lisa is live. Hello, Lisa. I think that must be you. Thank you so much. I'm loving the blend calculator. I advertise in the analyze with the percentage of each. I often use the data and warnings as project material for my clients. They love it. Thank you for making the app. Yes, Lisa. So actually the therapeutic properties and the analysis, we're going to talk about this in a little while also. First of all, welcome everyone. I've got a little bit of an agenda today, and my printer is printing like crazy. Let me just see something quickly. I'm very sorry. Okay, I'm going to cancel all of this. And I am not sure why it is doing that. But sometimes that happens. You know, when the printer actually gets blocked and then suddenly 2 weeks later, everything is printing. So I just had to stop it quickly. So today I would like to talk about what's coming up on this coming weekend. We are actually pushing to Blend Precisely some new features. And then I would also like to talk about our back end a little bit, and also about the new website for Aromatherapists in Business. And so for the ones who don't know me, there are many new users right now. I'm Katrine Burkholz, and I'm the founder with Seth Burkholz of the Blend Precisely app. And I'm also, I also have my own business, Petal and Stem Aromatherapy. And the groups, Aromatherapist in Business and the Blend Precisely group, both groups I've established specifically for aromatherapists doing business. And I am just really excited because the group Aromatherapist in Business, both groups are actually growing beautifully. And the reason why I opened up both of those groups is because I felt like the need for getting a community of aromatherapists together. I found it really, really lonely being at home, having studied aromatherapy, going through the entire course already online, only to sit alone afterwards as well. So that's why I created the Aromatherapist in Business page and group. And then also the Blend Precisely page and group are part of the Blend Precisely software. And the software which calculates and helps you with your blends and prices, and you can save there and so on. And you will see a little bit more in a moment. Hello from Minnesota. So if you're coming in from a group and you haven't allowed StreamYard to give access to your profile, then I cannot see your name. But let me quickly see who else. That is Patty Barons. Hello from Minnesota. Oh, Patty, you're in Minnesota. Wow. How is the weather there? That's nice. It's good. So here I see Facebook user, but when I go to my phone, I can see actually it's all with the technicalities we have to face in today's days. It's crazy. And Facebook is constantly updating something new. And so is every other app we have and work with. And I can see this right now in our very, very hot. Oh, wow. Okay. So it gets very, very cold and very, very hot. And mosquitoes? I'm just curious. I'm sorry. So with all the technical stuff we are facing every day, everything seems always like a mountain. And we are going through this right now in our business growth course. And a few people became founding members like Donna and Sylvia and Jackie and so on. But the technical side is always the most challenging one. Where to set up your website, what name to choose, all the logos and everything else. So we do take a part away with Blend Precisely and the costing and everything, but you still have to actually go through the entire setup of all your website and logo and everything else. It's starting to get hot, not enough rain, more biting deer flies. Oh, those ones are mean ones, I think. They hurt quite a bit, as far as I know. Yeah. Ooh. So in terms of Blend Precisely, we have a few new, and I'm going to share my screen in a moment. We have a few new things coming out this week, and we always push new features on the weekend because less people are active on the weekend and less aromatherapists are active, so they are enjoying their weekends, which is great. That's a good balance. So that's why we mostly push our new features on the weekend, and I'm going to talk about them so you can actually look out for them. And then we're going to go ahead and a few more things I wanted to share with you. So bear with me a moment. I made a good bug off Blend. I hope that works. Yeah, luckily we do have a few tools on hand. That's good. So let me share my screen and share the screen, and then you will see in a moment my screen exactly. And if you have any questions, let me know. So I'm just going to go straight into the Blend Precisely tool. And for the ones who have seen it before, you know how it all functions inside. What I'm in right now is the Q&A environment, which means it's not the environment you're seeing as a user, which is good because this is our testing environment. But basically what Seth came up with this time and what he added is a few functionalities. You are already aware of the preferences. You can put in that it only shows your ingredients and your components, and then also the preferred units you work with. And then, of course, also the currency. You don't need to always change it up here. So you know that part already. And then now that that was a request from a few of our customers, actually, you're able to, or you're going to be able to edit your own prices and your quantities. So everything is going to look a little bit more, here you will see more space, but you basically can now edit your prices on the fly. So first of all, if you have your ingredients here, you can make those adjustments in the raw materials and also in the container parts. So that's going to come up here. You can change the suppliers, you can change the quantity, the price, the unit, the currency, and the supplier. I mentioned that already. So that you can do right now, or not right now, from the weekend on, or basically from Monday on, you will be able to change your prices here. So sometimes when you upload your prices and add an ingredient and you made a mistake, previously you had to delete it out and recreate everything one more time here. Now you can just go into the hamburger, or from Monday on, sorry, you can go into the hamburger and you can edit everything here in one step, which is really helpful. And the second part is that we have added a label section now. And let me pull up a recipe quickly. So one of my saved recipes just, so you will have now, the INCI names will come up for the EU labels. That's a requirement here. For the US labels, it's not a requirement yet. A lot of people are using it. So the really cool part about the US labels here, as you have them right now, is there are a couple of good things. So first of all, they come up with the Latin name. So you basically can just simply copy and paste it onto your label. And then what they also, the requirements are that you name the largest ingredient, so with the most percentage, you name first. So we do have this here mentioned, but you know, it was a bit tedious maybe to take it out here and then put it onto the label and look it up and so on. So what Seth did is he took all the percentages, and that's for every recipe you create, and created the label based on the highest percentage first and then the lowest percentage last. So all you need to do right now is copy and paste this one over to your label. And I think this is a time saver like crazy. You do not need to type anything out. You do not get to have spelling mistakes in there. You can just simply copy and paste it over. And in a couple of weeks, we will have the same with the INCI names then for the EU label. So you can choose them between US label and EU label. So by EU, I mean the European label. And that is a pretty universal label. So you could also use just the European label, copy and paste it over. But I think the most important part is that the highest or the biggest ingredient in your recipe will come first, and the one with the lowest amount in your recipe will come last. And that is a requirement, a label requirement. So let me just see quickly if there's a question. You can see them here now. Yeah, that is StreamYard I'm posting with. I'm so happy to see that the pricing editing feature is in. Yes, that's going to be a big time saver as well. You don't need to delete out your products and enter them new again. So I love the label feature. Exactly. I'm so happy you guys are focusing on helping us complete the client transaction. Yeah, and you know what? Who wrote that? Because there's going to be so much more. Again, sorry, I cannot see the user here, but I'm so excited because we have much, much more coming. Step by step, of course, but it's happening. So I cannot see the name, but yes, I am excited about. Lisa, I spent 2 hours on label this week. Yes. Oh, it's Tracy. Hey, Tracy. Hello, so sweet to see you. Yeah, you can spend an endless amount on creating labels, and 2 hours, exactly, that's what I mean. You have to double check, you have to take them in the right sequence, you have to find the Latin names for them. So this one, in my opinion, is a huge time saver. So that's going to be really nice. Let me just go back to the app. So yeah, I'm excited. Again, this one will all be out on Monday. So we're going to push everything on the weekend and it will come out on Monday. Now I'm going to give you just a quick behind the scene. What Greg, oh my God. If Seth is listening to that, that's not going to be fun. Greg is my ex-husband. And that was just because my son, who is from my ex-marriage, just mentioned his dad, that he's busy on his weekend, and that was still in my head. And I'm talking about Seth, of course. And that is not cool. So there was a faux pas on my side. So Seth is actually working so much behind the scene that I just wanted to give you a quick look into his work world for Blend Precisely. And everything here is happening on GitHub. And that is, what is that actually? It's like a tool where all of the features and bugs and errors and everything is being posted to. And I'm just showing you right now, for example, these ones here. Those ones were all the feature requests and so on we are pushing this weekend. But in general, we had already 468 tiny little things and big things we worked on, and they are all closed. We still have 190 on our wish list, and also which are going to be implemented and make your life easier and easier and easier. You know, actually, that today's the 9th, tomorrow we are 1 year live. So this app is existing since 1 year now, and we have been closing 468 little ones you can't see necessarily, which just make everything a little bit more smooth in the back end and which makes it run faster and so on. But every single request we get in, we put it into this machine here, and then we are deciding if there are more requests, it moves to the top. And if it is just something where we have to wait still because everything takes manpower and money, we are actually putting it a little bit lower to the bottom. But as you can see, we have 190 open, so we are working really hard to make your life every day easier. And it's so exciting because we have gotten a lot of new customers and a lot of good feedback. And I know that the therapeutic properties is one thing everybody is waiting for. And we are working on it. The same with cosmetic blending, which if you go through the course right now with Robert Tisserand and Lisa, you will learn a lot about cosmetic blending. And there we have the phases and percentages, and we are working. It's nice to see because aromatherapists are working more and more precisely as well. So that is coming for sure too in our app. But back to quickly. So this weekend, we're gonna have a release of that you can work on your prices, and you can edit them right in your hamburger, all of your prices. And then you will have the label feature here, which you can just simply copy and paste. I don't know why I get this face here. See how your text may sound to readers. Well, it's a bunch of ingredients, Mr. Grammarly. So we will see this one. And let me just see if we have a few more questions. You're in trouble. I know, right? Because of my ex-husband's name, I am in deep trouble. But not with Seth normally. He probably is going to laugh about it and not love it, but that's about it. Yeah, that was bad. Okay, so let me just show you quickly the last thing if you haven't seen it. And I'm gonna take this one out. I'm gonna continue to share. So this one is the academy.blendprecisely.io site. And this site I have built for aromatherapists in business. And I just wanted to show you quickly that A, it exists, and B, we have a bunch of things we are adding over time as well. So right now there's a resource section, obviously our community. We have, and then Blend Precisely, which you can test for 14 days. We are right now doing our aromatherapy business growth course, and a few of you are part of it, which is so sweet and exciting because we are live once a week. We meet on Zoom. We really push each other honestly forward, which is great because honest feedback is one of the prime features. You can say feature is for a software, but the major one that people can give feedback to anything you like to have feedback to, but also honesty is a big thing because we do not just go into a logo and say, oh, that looks great. No, we do give feedback, what we like about the logo, what might be looking a little bit better if we make some changes here and there. So this one is a really nice experience right now. And this one will be going live for everyone. It has 5 modules and I believe 21 lessons, and it's really, really great. So you can get onto the waiting list here. And then obviously we have, let me just go back here, go to the free business resources, and then you will be able to download anything which fancies your heart right now in terms of resources here. So we have a few you can just download and easily have access to. Again, this one is academy.blendprecisely.io, and our blog is here, and you have access to the Blend Precisely software as well, and so on. So feel free to look around a little bit on the website. And I think that is pretty much it from my side today. I'm going to come back online here. And yeah, so that was it today. So if you have any questions, I will always go into the comments a little bit later and will answer any of your questions more. And also, if you have any feature requests for Blend Precisely, you know that you can request them and send us a message, hello@blendprecisely.io. And if there's anything else you need from my side, definitely contact me as well. I'm always happy to help. So that's it from me today, and I will see you back next Wednesday with another episode of Blend Precisely and Aromatherapist in Business. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Ciao.